We'll start as usual. One foot in front of the other. Seeing what the lower back is doing. So we lengthen, keep the sit bones down, and we roll. Shoulder to the knee, shoulder to the other knee. Rolling side to side. And back to center. Come on up, switch sides. Fold forward, and again roll. Sit bones down. Back to center. Come on up. Rotate the cuffs. Palms up, elbows touch together. Circles. And one more. Now switch directions. Last one. And then clasp hands behind the back. Lift the chest, press the shoulders down. Press the hands back. And release, roll out shoulders. Hands and knees for cat and cow. Inhale, arch, look up. Pull the hands toward the knees. Exhale, round and tuck. Chin to the chest. Push the hands forward, push the knees back. Inhale, pull them together. Forward pelvic tilt. Exhale, separate them, backward pelvic tilt. One more time. Come back to neutral. Let's drop to the forearms here. Find forearm plank. And just hold. Hands, forearms could be parallel, or you could steeple your fingers or clasp fingers, or it doesn't really matter. Elbows directly under the shoulders, engage the core and flex the thighs. So by engage the core, we mean suck in where the belt buckle is, below the belly button. A little bit of a backward pelvic tilt, a little bit of a cat pose. Try to keep the back as flat as possible. Try not to let the shoulder blades collapse or push the floor away. Good, and then let's take one hand and put it by the other elbow, and then open up to side forearm plank. Bring the hips forward, lift them all the way up. Engaging the core underneath your obliques. But really bring the hips forward, right? When the core weakens or the core disengages, the hips start to sit back, so we don't want that. Couple more breaths, nice and slow and steady. And then let's switch sides. Forearm plank on the other side, side forearm plank. Again, lifting, bringing the hips forward, particularly the top hip. That tries to sit back, right? So we try to rotate the hips forward and lift up toward the ceiling. Okay, maintain control of your breath here. So maybe 4 counts, or 5 or 6 counts in, the same out. Maintain a steady breath. And then from here, without sitting down, top foot behind, reverse plank. Lifting up. Keeping the feet facing straight forward, the kneecaps facing straight up. Hands can be facing wherever you like, whatever works for you, forwards or sideways or backwards. And lift your head and look up, or you can let your head hang back. Be very careful of your neck if you do that. And control the breath. When the body starts to stress out, control the breath. And then from here, let's find our way to plank. And to downward dog, walk it out. Bend left, bend right. Shift forward to plank. Lower to chaturanga. Back up to plank. Bend the knees slightly, shift to downward dog. A few more times. Plank, following the breath. Chaturanga. Plank. Downward dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Downward dog. Last one. Plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Downward dog, walk forward. Come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana, knees bent, back straight, reach forward and lift the heels. Flat back here. Let's make a diamond with the fingertips, index fingers and thumbs. And we'll slowly sweep your hands behind you, straight arms all the way back. Making a diamond behind your bum there, not touching it. Come halfway forward, turn the thumbs up, and then go the rest of the way forward, make the diamond. And then again, slowly back behind, still on tiptoes. Halfway forward, rotate, and then make the diamond. One last time. Big circle, straight arms. Forward, make the diamond, then come all the way up overhead, tiptoes still, holding. And then big circle behind, palms to prayer, drop the heels. Half Sun Salutations here, inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold, round down. Chin to the chest, keep the knees bent as you come halfway up. Inhaling. And exhale down, fold. Inhaling halfway up, and then keep going. Thrust the hips all the way forward, straighten your legs at the top. Big circle, hands behind, palms to prayer. 2 more like that. Inhaling. Bend the knees, exhale. Round down, chin to the chest. Halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to prayer. Last one. Inhale. Bend the knees, exhale. Halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to prayer. Now slow the short sun salutation here, short version. So inhale up. Exhale, bend knees and fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, right foot steps back, drop the knee. Inhale up to low lunge. Exhale to downward dog. Don't drag the foot. Knees bent, back straight. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot forward again. Drop the left knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, tuck the toes. Inhale, step forward. Half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are still bent. Inhale all the way up. Straighten legs. Exhale, big circle to prayer. Other side leading this time. Last one. Inhale. Bend knees, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, left foot back. Drop the knee, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot forward, drop the right. Inhale up, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, tuck the toes. Inhale, step forward, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, clasp hands behind the back. Lift the chest. Hands down. Exhale, fold. Swing the hands all the way over your head. Lift your heels. Find that drishti, slow the breath. Then we'll drop the heels, walk the feet together here. Release the hands, swing them up into chair pose. Weights on the heels, knees behind the toes. Slight crunch here. Sinking down another inch or so. And we'll lift the heels, bring the shoulders back over the tailbone. All the way up, sit toes, drop the heels, palms to prayer. Inhale, one knee up. Exhale, step all the way back. Slowly. Hand to the floor, drop the hip, bring the shoulder forward, facing that front knee, releasing into hip flexors. And I'm going to lower my knee, untuck my toes, come on up, take the bind. So I'm in low lunge again. Take the bind with the same side arm as the back leg. That one goes over. And then flex the thigh, lifting the back knee. Toes still pointing back. Over the toes, take a prayer twist. Lengthen and rotate. Look down with your big toe directly beneath your nose. Don't lean across the leg. Use the breath now as you drop into this twist here. Expand the rib cage on your inhalation. Then very slowly step the back foot forward, parallel with the front foot, knees parallel, feet parallel. Sit into this twisted chair pose. And then lift the heels, tiptoes. And we'll drop the heels, step the same foot back, come on upright, and then the same side hand as that back leg punches forward, other one punches back, big crescent lunge twist here, flexing the arms, squeezing the fists. Now take that lower arm back down, front arm up, windmill around to the other side, hand on the floor, lunge, straight leg, drop that hip down, turn towards your front leg, sink all the way in. From here, we'll drop the back knee, untuck the toes, come on up to this Anjaneyasana. We'll take the bind, other arm over now. And then flex that back leg, lifting the knee off the mat with the toes still pointing back. Over the toes, take the prayer twist. Lengthen and rotate, nose over the big toe in front. Slowly exhale, step that back foot forward. Feet parallel, knees parallel. Sit down into this twisted chair pose. And then lift the heels. Up really high on the tiptoes. Squeezing knees together. Drop the heels, stepping back, same foot, windmill around to plank. Chaturanga. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Pulling ribs forward, reach hands behind the back, clasp fingers, pressing back, lifting the ribs off the mat, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. One more time. And down, hands under shoulders. Chaturanga. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Bend the knees, downward dog. Walk it out. Walk the hands wide. Only your thumbs are now on the mat. Hands are off the sides of the mat. Bend elbows, touch your forehead to the mat between the thumbs. Slight bend in the knees keeps your back straight. Breathe here. Forehead is just touching the mat. And press back, walk the hands back in, bend the knees and walk forward. Halfway up. Exhale, fold while you're down here. Walk it out in place. Bend left knee, bend right knee, keeping your heels down. Shifting your weight to that straighter leg. Pressing that hip back as you do so. Bend both knees, come all the way up. Big circle to prayer. Let's lift one knee, slowly step back and turn sideways. All the way back, nice and slow. Turn the feet parallel, clasp hands behind the back, lift the chest, and fold forward, swinging the hands over. And then lift your heels, come up on your tiptoes. Then we'll drop the heels, bend the knees, come on up, turn the heels inwards, 45 degrees. I'm going to press my palms out, fingers forward, and sink down into this horse stance, and then again lift the heels. Bending my wrist, drawing my fingernails back towards me as I straighten the fingers and sink down. Body is upright, shoulders are back over the sit bone, so I'm not leaning forward here. Like you're pressing away two walls, right? Pressing away a wall on each side. Now drop the heels, turn them back, swing the hands across the wrists, still thumbs down, crossing the wrist. Now hold hands here. Swing your arms overhead, squeeze your ears with your arms. Fold forward into drinking giraffe pose. Bring the weight on your toes here. Again, lift your heels, keep your back flat. Palms to prayer, turn the heels in, and then slowly lower down, elbows onto the knees. As you release the prayer, press your knees open as you relax your legs completely, relax your hips, all the weight on your elbows. Sink into the hips here. One more breath. Now shift over to one side. Keep that foot out at 45 degrees. Turn the other heel back and sink down, folding into this one hip. You could take the bind around the shin if you like. Keep the other foot facing forward for now. And then let's switch sides. Shift all the way over. Sit all the way down. Relax that leg that you're sitting on. Other foot faces straight forward. Now we'll place hands in the center, shift side to side. All the way into each side, try to keep the heels down. And then on the first side again, we'll touch the 5 fingers together, hook this wrist, elbow bent, wrist bent. Other hand faces out over the foot. Then we'll circle it down in front of us and shift over, standing up on this side. And then circle it down and around again. Snake creeps down. A Tai Chi move here. Keeping the body as upright as possible. Now the hand that's pointing is going to turn into the hand that hooks, and we'll switch directions. So we come through, hook that wrist, and then sink back and move the other way. Nice and low as you shift through, sit all the way down, all the way through. Let's do one more. And then as we reach over here, we find our way to plank fingertips. Fingertip plank, lower to chaturanga, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank, chaturanga, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank, last time, chaturanga, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Pull the ribs forward, and then reach forward and fly like Superman. Shalavasana C. And then fingertips on the shoulders, chaturanga, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Drop your palms, come to downward dog. Let's bring the feet together here. Slight bend in your knees, straight back, dropping the chest toward the floor. And we'll shift forward to plank, lower to chaturanga, come immediately back up to plank, turn to the side for side plank, and then lift your hips and lift your leg up into a star and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, chaturanga. And plank, other side. Push the hands on the floor, push that away from you. That'll lift your hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, chaturanga. Do the same thing each side now. Plank, side plank, lift up, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, chaturanga. Plank, Second side, last one. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take that top foot, step it next to your hand on the floor. Slowly. Windmill up for warrior 2. Draw the bow here. Index finger points to the ceiling. Maybe lift that heel, come up on your tiptoes. Now bring this one hand to half prayer. Keep the other hand where it is. You can just point it away. Float up to half moon. Now this arm is right above the leg here. You're going to crunch up to half moon. I don't care if you're dorsal or plantar flexing your ankle, right? Pointing or flexing, doesn't matter. Crunching upwards though. And slowly down, warrior 2, switch sides, half prayer, and draw the bow now. Cross the chest, elbows back, lift the heel, sink down into that leg. Index finger points to the ceiling. Drop the heel, straighten that leg for a sec. Inhale. Exhale, lean over the leg, float up to half moon, point over that leg, other hand comes to half prayer. Crunching upwards. Slowly down, switch sides, take the back arm over, front arm under, take the bind, find triangle pose. Stacking your shoulders here. Now bend that knee you're leaning over and float up again to half moon, this time pointing your toes, keep your bind. Now touch your heel to your bum. Reach out and point the toes. Do it again. Touch your heel to your bum. Reach out and point your toes. One last time, touch the heel to the bum. Reach out and point the toes slowly down. Windmill the arms, rotating to the other side. One move, one breath. Take the bind, sink into triangle pose on the exhale. Stacking shoulders. Bending knee, keep that bind and float up, pointing your toes. Now, heel to your bum, and then straighten the leg. Heel to the bum, straighten the leg. One more time, crunch upwards now. Heel to the bum, straighten legs, slowly down. Switch sides, take the bind in front as you switch sides. Windmilling the arms, back arm goes over, sink into extended side angle. Now, keeping the bind, take an inhale, straighten that leg for a sec. Exhale, bend the knee, float up into half moon here, this time with the heel pressing away. Now bring your knee towards your elbows, keep it at hip level. And then kick it back, press it away. Bring it forwards, don't drop it down. Kick it back to half moon, crunching upwards one last time. Bring it forward. Kick it back. Slowly bend your standing leg. Gently put that foot down. Windmill into the other side. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Stacking shoulders. Good, straighten leg, take a rest, inhale. Exhale, float up, same thing. Kick that leg up, half moon, crunch up. Draw the toes towards you. Now bring your knee forward. Keep that heel and your knee at hip level. Kick it back. 2 more times. Bring that knee forward. Kick it back. Last one. Bring it forward. Kick it back. Windmill, drop it down. Windmill down to plank. From plank, just shift to downward dog. Walk it out in dog. Now bend both knees, touch your forehead to the mat. Don't touch your knees to the mat though. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten legs. Let's go again. Touch forehead. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten legs. Last time. Touch forehead. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten legs. Plank. Lower it down to the mat. All the way to the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Halfway there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Elbows on the mat, under your shoulders. Pull back with your forearms, pull your shoulders away from your ears, and flex your thighs. So you're trying to pull your ribs forward toward the wall in front of you. Sphinx Pose. Keep control of the breath. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. And then from here, we'll lower down. We'll come to hands and knees here. And we'll thread the needle, take a spinal twist. So we inhale one arm up. Exhale, take a twist, drop your shoulder and ear to the floor. The top hand holds the lower wrist and presses away, stacking the shoulders. And then use your breath here. Expand the rib cage. Feel that pushing your muscles away, the muscles of your torso. Take your time, come back up to hands and knees. Other side now, same thing. Inhale, other arm. Exhale, thread the needle, drop the shoulder and the ear. Now the top hand holds the lower wrist and push that wrist away. Stack shoulders. And then we'll release. Hands and knees. Plank to downward dog. Bend the knees, inhale, walk forward. Halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Automatically in these forward folds, the knees bend, right? So now we walk it out in place again, keeping the heels down, bending left, bending right. Bend both knees, look up, squeeze glutes, come all the way up overhead. Exhale, open chest, palms to prayer. Let's inhale, one knee up. Exhale, step back about walking distance. Take a reverse prayer here or hold hands behind your back. Back foot is flat down, turned out. Exhale, fold and reach. Inhale, come on up. Keep the back flat as you reach forward with the chest. Exhale, fold. Tiny bend in that front knee. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, fold. We'll stay here. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your standing leg and swing up into warrior 3 here. Hold here for 5, 4. Keep your back bend. 3, 2, 1. Bend your standing leg a bit more. Bring the back leg through. Kick it forward. Point your toes still in reverse prayer or holding hands back there. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now to half moon. So turn sideways, bend your knee, drop that shoulder as you turn sideways, lift the heel, press back, still in half prayer. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now cross that knee behind the other knee. So take that leg that's up, cross that knee behind the other knee, sit down, release my hands, sit down my back heel, inhale, opposite arm up to that top knee, exhale, prayer twist. Come on up slowly, hands on your knees if you need. Take that back leg, cross the ankle over the front knee, and then fold forward. Knee goes to the armpit, ankle goes to the other armpit, hands go behind the leg, and fold. Tiny bend in your standing leg, don't hyperextend the knee. Palms to prayer, come on up. Slowly, don't drop that ankle yet. Step back, walking distance. Rotate in place, take reverse prayer. Same thing, other side now. Fold forward. Back foot's turned out slightly. Front knee has a bend in it slightly. Inhale, come on up. We'll do 4 of these. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, reaching forward. Inhale up. This time we stay there. Exhale, fold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that standing leg. Kick the back leg up into warrior 3 with a reverse prayer and hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend standing leg again. Swing that leg forward now, all the way through. Point your toes. Body upright, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now turn sideways, bend your knee, lift the heel, drop that opposite shoulder, and kick back to half moon, crunching upwards and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross that leg behind the front knee. Sit down, release the reverse prayer. Inhale, opposite arm up. Exhale, prayer twist. And release that. Come on up. Take the back leg, cross the ankle over the knee, and fold forward. Knee goes in one armpit, ankle goes in the other armpit, and then reach behind the leg, hold back that leg. Come on up, step back, feet parallel, drop into a squat. Feet are about hip or shoulder width. Drop down, hands could be in prayer, or you could just drop your hands down, bring your chin to your chest and round your back here. And then just roll side to side with your chin to your chest. You decide how you want to deal with this one, but just relax into the legs. And then roll forward to hands and knees. I'm going to back up to the wall here, so you can use the wall or a couch or the bed, wherever you have right there. And we'll come to King Arthur's pose. So one knee goes to the wall, foot goes up, other foot comes forward in a lunge. Then I come on up and sit next to my foot. Tailbone drops. I relax into the quads here. Don't force this. And keep your sit bone right next to your heel there. So there's not a gap between your foot and your hip. And then release. One out, and we'll switch sides. Make sure your knee is touching the wall or the couch or whatever you have it up against. And we'll release from that and then lie down on the floor. Plant your feet with your knees up. Cross your left knee over your right knee. Make sure it's the knee that's crossed over, not the ankle. Lift up and drop down to the right. 90-degree bend in the left hip, both shoulders on the floor, knee floating. So if anything is floating, it's the knee, not the shoulder. So both shoulders are down. This takes stress from the lumbar spine, a little bit more up to the thoracic spine. And then use the breath here, relax, and slow the breath down. Good, let's release that and switch sides. Unwind, come back, cross right knee over left knee. Remember to lift them up before you drop them to the left. Shift, and then keep the shoulders down. And then let's release from that side. Come back up, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Drop your knees down to the right. Relax in. And then let's release from that and switch sides. And we'll release from that one, come back to center, hug the left knee into the chest, straighten the right leg. And then opposite hand goes onto that foot. Kick it up, kick it all the way across. Shift your hips back. Keep that breath going, right? Same count. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Nothing's changed. And then we'll release the foot, bend the knee, and we'll switch sides. Back to center, hug the right knee into your chest. Opposite hand on that foot. Kick it up, kick it across, and shift your hips back. Lengthen through all the limbs. Keep that breath going. And from here, we'll release foot, bend knee, come back to center, hug both legs into the chest. Keep your lower back down on the floor. And then hands behind the knees, kick the legs away, roll up to sitting. Come to a comfortable sitting position here, sitting tall. Shoulders roll back, lift the chin, close your eyes. Start to really pay attention to that breath. Maybe 4, 6, 8, or 9 counts in, you decide. Same out, same breath in as out. And the smoother your breath is, the easier it is to be able to feel your heartbeat without using your hands. See if you can feel your heartbeat. From here, we'll inhale arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, palms to prayer. Thanks for coming today. Namaste.